Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. So much love. Thank you for all the feedback and all the stuff that you've shared with me about yesterday's live. It totally went a lot longer than I thought, but so many of you have watched the replay. So many of you have messaged me. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? I'm gonna get back to all of you, of course. Just give me a second, and by the end of the day, I'll be responding to everybody. Hopefully, the next 2, 3, 4 hours, and little updates. Let's see what else going on. Nothing. How much? I want to talk about. I mean, there's a lot going on, but I kind of just want to stick to the subject. So, I don't know if you know anybody who hoards or is a hoarder, or I don't know. You may have somebody in the family that may be a hoarder, but hoarding is pretty serious. Now, I don't personally know anybody who hoards, right? Who's a hoarder. But for those of you who don't know what a hoarder is somebody who just collects things over time and never throws anything away. Basically, they just keep everything. Everything they buy, they just keep and keep and keep and keep, and they buy multiple colors or styles of the same thing. It just they just can't get rid of things in their home. So I was watching this. I was thinking today, right, as I normally do in the mornings, and there was this movie a couple of weeks ago. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, on Lifetime. Confessions. I love Lifetime movies. I know it's kind of weird, but like I literally love Lifetime movies. Anyway, I don't want to digress, but so I was watching this movie maybe about a month ago about this lady who was a hoarder, and her daughter, you know, and her would live in the same house, but her daughter couldn't take a shower in the house because there was all kinds of stuff in the bathtub. Hey Tim, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you, my man. Welcome. She couldn't take a shower. She couldn't even walk. It's just really difficult to even find a place to like walk or sleep or change. It's that extreme, right? So the movie was really disturbing because, you know, you're trying to get rid of all this stuff, and they just hold on and hold on and hold on, and oh, don't throw that pot away, or don't throw that dish away, or oh, you can't throw that shirt away, I got memories, right? So they just don't want to throw anything away. So today I'm thinking to myself, so normally what I've been doing in the mornings, and I gotta tell you, I kind of like it. I like it. A little selfish, maybe, self-love, but I like it. So what I do in the morning, I don't even look at my phone when my alarm goes off. I don't even look to see the text or anything. I actually have my phone on do not disturb till 8:30 a.m. my time. So I don't even look at anything till usually about actually 9. So I just turn on usually an audiobook, or some kind of an affirmations, or some kind of a peaceful meditation music, right? And then I usually do my morning routine. Why am I sharing this with you? But then, then I get to meditation, reading the good book, and then I start posting and getting started with the day. So today, while I'm listening today, I decided to listen to really soft meditation affirmations, soft spoken. So I was listening to some stuff, and I keep remembering, what Ray says, and because he's got this morning routine and the night routine, and the one thing that he does in the morning, he goes over the exactly how he feels right then and right there, and he goes over the emotions or how he did the day before, and he's all like, well, what kind of emotions and what kind of stuff I don't want to experience from yesterday. So this stuff all is going in my head, so I'm trying to practice that, and put that into practice, if you would. So I'm thinking about that this morning. I'm thinking, okay, and I'm thinking about my relationship, my relationships, and my jobs, and my just things in life, right? I'm thinking all this stuff, and some things hit me, and some things are not really fun to think about, and some things are, oh, that's cool. So check this out. Now, one thing I forgot, I was gonna, I could Google it now, but I was gonna look up something before I say, like, take claim for it, but I'm not gonna Google it right now. What up, Mansoor? What's happening, dude? What's cracking like it? Who's here? Who's not here? Talk to me. Drop your name. Hi, hello, hi, something in the comments so I know you're here. I don't know who's here anymore. Facebook used to tell me, but now you gotta comment. Sorry, folks. So I'm thinking about this stuff this morning, right? I'm thinking about just kind of stuff about what has happened in the past few months and past few years, and it dawns on me. Donna, what? What up, girl? How are you? That's good to see you. So it dawns on me, like I said, I don't know if you know anybody who's an actual hoarder. Like if you know somebody who actually hoards, like, I don't know if you know anybody like that. And I don't really know how you personally feel about somebody who's a hoarder. Like imagine knowing somebody like a family member, a friend who's an extreme hoarder. I mean, you can't even use extreme. Once you're a hoarder, right? So let's say you have a close friend or a family member that's a hoarder, right? And you're supposed to go to their house. How does that make you feel? Going there knowing that they live in literally filth, stuff filled up to the ceilings, there's just barely any room to walk around, their sinks is full of garbage, just all kinds of like feces on the ground. Like, how does that make you feel? Right? Now let me ask you this, how often are you excited and eager to go see that friend or family member? How often? How often would you say, oh man, I am so excited to go see Aunt Sue? I mean, I'm so excited to go see her. Especially because of hoarder, because there's filth everywhere. I'm just so excited to go see her. I don't know many of us that would feel like gung-ho about going and seeing Aunt Sue, right? So if you go along with that philosophy, if you go along with that principle, if you would, I'd like to shift your mind, you know that. So if you go along with that, don't hate me, because I'm gonna hit you right now. Don't hate me. I'm gonna give you a bold statement. Matt, what's going on? How are you, my friend? This is a ganga blast from the past, folks. I love it. Bring it. So if you go along with that principle, if you go along with that thought, right? If you go along with the fact that, a hoarder doesn't really make you feel really like eager and anxious and excited for you to go visit them and spend time with them and maybe take some cookies or maybe a homemade lasagna. That's my specialty. If you go along with that principle, that doesn't really get you all that excited to go see a hoarder, even though if it's a family member or a friend. If you go along with that, then I'm here to share with you that we all, including myself, you, I, every single person you know around you, and they know around them, everybody is a major, major hoarder. I know. Let me hit pause and let you know why I think that. I was thinking about this morning, like I shared with you. I was thinking about all these thoughts and all these things came up to my mind, you know, past experiences, relationships, thoughts, this, that. We all of us, every single one of us, 100% of us, that's bold, is a hoarder. Major hoarder. You want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why. I don't know if this is out there. I was gonna Google it before I came here. If it's not, you heard it here first. We all are emotional hoarders. Emotional hoarders. Don't you hoard your emotions? Don't you keep talking about your past? Don't you bring up all the garbage from your past all the time? Don't you? I do. Don't you blame everybody and everything and everyone and anything you can get your hands on? Isn't that hoarding? Isn't that hoarding? Hoarding to holding on to self-limiting thoughts, holding on to all this garbage from the past that really like stinks, holding on to all these past emotions that you know they're just like weighing you down. You know that. I know that. But it's like, oh, I want to be weighed down. We hold on to so much. If you could weigh the stuff we hold on to, emotionally and mentally, you'd have to go on a diet immediately because you'd be so overweight. We hold on to all kinds of stuff. We hold on about the job that we got fired from. We hold on to the stuff from the job that we got laid off from. We hold on to the stuff that the job shut down from, or whatever. The relationship that didn't work out, or the job opportunity that didn't pan out, the business that failed, all this stuff, that the car that didn't get that didn't start, the freeway that was packed, the accident that you got 20 years ago, the surgeries that you had, the pain. Like, we hold on to all this stuff. I don't know about you, it had me thinking all day today that I am an emotional hoarder. But no more. No more. No more. I do not want to be an emotional hoarder. And if that's not a word, you heard it here first. Just saying. Are you an emotional hoarder? Do you hold on to like all kinds of stuff? Do you? All kinds of stuff. And the weird thing is, we know that stuff is like garbage. Well, like, we know, right? The person who's hoarding, they know this is filth. It's not like they live there and they're like, oh my God, this is paradise. That's not what they're saying. They refuse to let go. They refuse to let go. If that's hoarding, then when we don't let go, when we refuse to let go of the emotions and thoughts that weigh us down, then I believe we are emotional hoarders. I've done a couple of lives before about this, but we've got to dump the junk. Gotta dump the junk. Who wants to carry junk? If you're not getting paid as a trash man, dump the junk. Or trash woman, dump the junk, right? So all this emotional hoarding, you think about it, you really think about it for a second. All this emotional hoarding, all this stuff that I've been holding on to, you've been holding on to, all this stuff, how has that been serving you? How has that been serving me? I don't think it's been serving me much. Truthfully, it's held me back. A lot. Not just a little. A lot. I'm asking you to pay attention to that. I'm asking you to be conscious of your emotional hoarding. I'm asking you to be super conscious of that. Because I think it plays a big role. Oh my! I think it plays a big role, and it's not something small to overlook, right? So any kind of hoarding, I don't think it's really good. Whether it's physical hoarding, where you're keeping all kinds of stuff around you that don't serve you and are blocking your livelihood, or it's inside, emotional. You know, all the stuff that we hold on to, all the garbage from the past that we hold on to that we really shouldn't. We should dump the junk, right? None of those is a good type of hoarding. I'm asking you to be conscious of that. I'm asking you to pay real close attention to that. And I'm asking you to adjust when you need to. I hope you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Again, if you watched last night's live about the business and why I've chosen what I've chosen, and you have messaged me or texted me, most likely I have responded back to you, but I know there's been a few more that have asked and I haven't got back to, but I promise by the end of the night, I'm not gonna go to sleep before I respond to everybody. So I'm gonna respond to everybody. So if you haven't got a response from me, you will. And if you haven't watched the video and you like to, you can. It's from last night. And if you are lost and confused and you're like, when is last night? You can drop a note right in the comments below here. Hey, say, the video from last night or info or what, just listen, this is common sense. Make me understand that you want to see the video from last night. You know what I mean? This is not brain surgery, folks. So with that, like I said, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. You know it's Friday night. So you know I'm going to be singing. I'm putting up a reel tonight. I can't blow the cover and tell you which character is going to be singing. So stay tuned. That's going to come tonight. And yeah, so it's I'm excited for that. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have some fun. So with that, like I said, hopefully you guys had some fun, you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. If you feel like this worthy of sharing, tag, share on your wall, do what you gotta do, spread the love. I appreciate you guys, and drop your feedbacks and your thoughts. I wanna know what you think about emotional hoarding, and tell me, hey, are you an emotional hoarder and you're about to dump the junk or what? Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.